Hi guys, in this demo I am going to show how to switch on Wi-Fi and how to switch off Wi-Fi. It is very easy to do that. So this is my layout file and here I am going to create a switch. A switch looks like this. Can you see that? So by default it will be off and we can make it on. So at that time we are going to switch on the Wi-Fi and later when you turn its status, when you change its status, it will be off. And this demonstration we cannot check in the emulator, you have to check in the physical device. This only for your understanding, I am just using the emulator. So I am going to create this switch. To create the switch, let's type caps S. We can see that switch. So by default these two lines of code will be generated. Say that the width is wrap content and the height is also wrap content, and we need to use the switch. So we must go for ID. We can give for example my switch, like that we can give, and here you can see some text Wi-Fi settings, so that you can give by using the property text like this, Wi-Fi settings. Then you can see some on and off along with this switch button. So by default it will not be there. We have to type Android text on. So when you on it, what should be the label? That value you should give within double quotes here. And when you off it, what should be the value? Here you can see off. So that should be given within double quotes. And by default these two, this on and off will not be visible. We have to make it as show true value, Android colon show text true. Only then it will be enabled, otherwise it will not be enabled. You can see that by default it is, can you see that off? Yeah, I'll assume it. You can see that here the off is enabled. If I say false, you can see that there is no more text. So by default it is false. So ensure that you are giving the value true. This is about a switch button. And now we are going to code our main activity. So I am going to declare a variable for the switch, that is a switch. Then we are going to find this a switch by using the find v by id. So we have to do the necessary typecast, as you know very well. Find v by id r dot id dot my switch. Now register the switch for event handling. For that, a switch dot, here you have to select set on checked change. It is not on click listener. We are changing the status of the button by clicking to on or off. So this is the method you need to select. Rest same. New, you can see on checked change listener. This is the method. This is the interface, and the method to be overridden is on checked changed. And here you can see a boolean argument is checked. So I am going to explain this part now. When you change its status, now it is from off to on. At that time, this method will be automatically invoked by the listener interface, and this argument becomes true. and when you change its status from on to off, it contains a boolean value false. Now, so when you change its status from off to on, we have to say that our Wi-Fi should be switched on. Suppose if Wi-Fi is already on, then no need to say that again make it switched on. So we have to check it. So how I am going to check it? By using the Wi-Fi manager. Wi-Fi manager plays a major role here. I am declaring it here, Wi-Fi manager. Now I am going to get the Wi-Fi manager. To get the Wi-Fi manager, we can get it through by using get system service, and you can see that its return type is object. So, and the argument you need to pass is Wi-Fi service, and since its a return type is object, we need to do the necessary typecast, that is Wi-Fi manager. Now here in this method I am going to check if now it is true value, that is if checked, and through the Wi-Fi manager I can check the Wi-Fi is on or off. For that we have a standard method by using the Wi-Fi manager dot is Wi-Fi enabled. So initially it gives false, right? So we will say that if not, so here true value, and here you can see not false, so that is again true. So true and true will get true. So the true block will be executed, and you can say that Wi-Fi manager dot set Wi-Fi enabled true. It is very easy, right? You can command it, say that to switch on Wi-Fi, and now we are going to write the code for switch off. To switch off Wi-Fi. For that, else if I'm going to say not is checked. Hope that you understood. Not checked means when you turn from on to off, at that time this boolean value contain false. So if not false, it means the true value, because I want the logical expression evaluation finally should be true. So true and true. For that, Wi-Fi manager dot is Wi-Fi enabled. So true and true, we can say that Wi-Fi manager dot set Wi-Fi enabled false. Now we need to, that's all about the coding. So once again, get the switch, get the Wi-Fi manager to interact with the Wi-Fi. We can check that whether the Wi-Fi is enabled or not by using the is Wi-Fi enabled. To switch it on, call the method set Wi-Fi enabled true. To switch it off, call the method set Wi-Fi enabled false. But if you want to use the Wi-Fi of your system, or that is your mobile, we need to do some permissions. We need to set some permissions in Android manifest.xml file, and again ensure that you are putting it outside the application tag. Say that uses permission Android dot permission dot so we have to use the first one and the third one we have to use. This is to access the Wi-Fi state. We are checking that whether it is enabled or not, and the change Wi-Fi state, that is to from on to off, off to on. So these two permissions we need to set. Then again uses permission Wi-Fi access under dot permission so it's not coming. Change Wi-Fi state. So these are the two permissions you need to set before running the code in your physical device. Don't deploy it in your emulator. You cannot see the output. You will get only this screen, but you cannot switch on the Wi-Fi or you cannot switch off the Wi-Fi. Okay, that's all for about the demo. Hope that all of you understood.